Previously on No Man's Land, I loaded up over 200,000 soybeans into my trailer and took it to the sale point to make over $1 million, which I then used to buy a new pig pen, some new sheds, and some new equipment, including a John Deere 8R tractor and a John Deere S770 Combine. I took these machines back to the sheds before cultivating a field and planting it with barley. Alright, so the first thing I want to do today is hop in the Massey. We've got our field of barley that we planted last episode to get spread with some fertilizer, so I'm just going to drive on to the field here. It's still young enough that I won't destroy the crop. I'm just going to get this guy going here on a course because we've got a lot to get through today. This is just only one of the very first few things that I want to do. We only need one headland, so let's generate that course. Oh, where's he going? He's... Alright. He's on the right track. He just went for a little bit of a joyride. Anyways, he'll take care of that. In the distance, I've got two fields ready to harvest. One here is soybean. One of corn just passed here. But these two are both ready, corn and soybean. And they're looking mighty fine. So I'll be able to put this new John Deere S770 Combine to use today. I think we'll get started. So just ease on up into here. There we go. We can head off to the field. We can also send... Oh! That's the nearest waypoint when we want it set to first. When will I learn? Alright, and now that that soybean field is getting taken care of, I'll take out the gloss combine and we'll get her loaded up with one of the corn headers. Just making sure we're all lined up here. We look pretty good. There we go. Now, as you guys might have seen last episode, I did buy this new pig pen. I plan today to get our new pigs transferred over and get that filled with some water and some food. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with those two far ones in the back. I'll figure out something to do with those. Either sell them or maybe keep them as a finishing pen. We'll just open up this field a little bit. Alright, just opening up the field now. I think this is a good a spot as any to get a course generated. I'm going to make these sharp headlands. I don't think they will create any just because of the round nature of the field. The rest looks good. So let's generate it and send it off. Now these tanks are going to fill up quick, so I'm going to get some trailers taken out to both of those fields. Now just loading up the gooseneck now. Because these are two different crops, I'm going to have to run two different trailers. I think what I'll do is I'll just take my feeding truck for the pigs. And I think I should be able to load the trailer onto the back of it there just with the hitch. So I'll do that for it to just so I don't have to unhook this trailer each time I want to go from field to field because I only have the one truck. And you can see already that soybean field's full. So I'll actually hop in this truck, take it over to the soybean field. I was going to leave it with the corn originally, but that's fine. Alright, just pulling up so this combine can unload. I think the auger... Oh no, might have a too short of an auger. It's alright, we'll just use our superhuman strength to get in here. And oh, one more thing I need to fix. Unload on the go. I don't want to activate that. It already filled up. So thankfully it didn't go too far, which means hop in the trailer and get it sorted out. Now just getting our feeding truck out. Should be able to hook up to the trailer just fine. Let's head over to the cornfield. First load of soybeans in the trailer. Just thinking ahead, my plan is when I want to plant these fields after we've taken the crop out, I'm going to put corn into this field and then I'm going to put soybeans into the field of corn that we're harvesting. That way we're not going corn on corn or soybean on soybean. We can rotate it, but we're still generating the same crop. Because I think these are going to be our main two crops as we grow and expand the farm. They also go to feeding our pigs, so occasionally we're going to have to add in a field of wheat or a field of barley for grain for our pigs, but soybeans and corn are really good money producers and they feed our pig. Boss combine is full of corn, so let's get this trailer pulled up beside it so it can get unloaded and continue on its way. Now, as you see, we've got already over 86,000 liters of corn in our silo, so after we've harvested this field, I think we should be at over 150,000, which come January when it's time to sell the corn, we'll be making another huge profit just like we did on the soybeans last episode. And there's our first load of corn. The Massey's also done fertilizing this field of barley here, so I'll get it back to the shed. And just as we pull in with the Massey, our Deere combine is full, so we'll head over with the trailer and get that unloaded. You can see off in the distance there, That corn combine is kind of struggling with that gradient to chug through, but moving. My hope is with another year of growing corn and soybeans, selling those off, we'll be able to start diversifying with some more animals and start growing some more fields. I also have some plans to clean up the area a little bit. I want to get rid of the mound just ahead of us here where the pig pens are and get some proper laneways put in, create some true fields so we can find out the size of these acres. And all right, that's the second load of soybeans. You know, it might be time to upgrade to a new combine soon. This guy is just barely chugging along at 4 kilometers an hour. I don't know if we've got good yield or what the case is, but maybe it's just the gradient. Because you can see as soon as he's not going uphill, we're back up to 20 kilometers an hour. It's crazy how quickly it just drops down. All right, we have just about a full grain tank here, and thankfully the trailer isn't too far at all, so we can hop right in. And that's load number 2 of corn in the trailer. Now we've got about 8.5 minutes left on this field here of soybeans. So one thing I want to do while this is just finishing up and we've still got some time before the grain tank is filled, I want to head into our sheds, getting our other Massey, or actually no, I think I'll get in the 9520. Let's do that. We'll hook up to our cultivator, and although actually no, we won't get it started just yet because I want to spray those fields before we cultivate them. And then actually we're going to cultivate the cornfield first, so I'll get this 9520 taken out over to the cornfield, and we'll come back and take some more equipment out. Perfect. We can just leave it here for now. Shut it down. And then I want to get our new 8370R hooked up to our planter, which is actually back in this shed here. And I'm going to put this planter onto the field of soybeans now. But again, I want to spray those fields before I plant anything into them. But first we'll actually load up this planter with some fertilizer and some seed. I seem to be struggling to find where the seed goes. Oh, there was some back here. Alright, I can't seem to figure out why this guy won't fill up the seed, but we're just going to take it out to the field for now. Maybe he needs to unload the rest of his, I don't know what's going on, but we'll leave it here for now. Of course, both these combines are full now because I spent over 3 minutes probably trying to figure that out, but I gave up. There we go. And this will be load number 3. That's the third load of beans and the third load of corn. Now I'm going to hop in the class 870 and hook it up to the sprayer so we can get some herbicide put down on these fields once they're completed. There's no reason that, there we go. Will I be able to fill it up this time? Let's find out. Thankfully I could. I think I'm going to spray this field of beans first because I think it'll be done well before the field of corn just because of the speeds they're going at. So we're just going to unfold it for now and get over to our field. Now I might be able to run the sprayer right now just because of the number of headlands I've done, but I'm not going to risk it. I would say we're going to get just about 3.5 tanks from this field. I'd be surprised if we get anything over another half tank from this little bit here. Now because we've got to both cultivate and seed that cornfield over there, I think what I might do is once we're done this soy patch, I'll drop off the bean header and pick up the corn header, and I'll start doing whatever side the other combine isn't doing so we can speed up that field a bit quicker and get it done today. Alright, just finishing up the bean field here. Yeah, we got just over 50%, sitting around 53% from this field, so pretty good harvest I would say. We'll drive on over to our trailer and start unloading it. Alright, just pulling up now. Because of the size of the bean header, we gotta come at it from a bit of an angle. It's a bit awkward, but yeah, we can make it work. And I'm not even gonna hesitate. I'm gonna get right onto the sprayer and get that started right away. Just need to generate a course quickly. Alright, let's get it started here. Combine's done unloading, so let's get this bean header dropped off and pick up the corn header. Alright, we'll drop off the bean header here, and we'll just move right on over to the corn header, and we'll pick that up. Beautiful. Now before I make my way over to the field to help out that other combine and get it done, I do want to get the corn planter going here as well, because by the time the sprayer has completed its first headland and started the second one, this planter should only still be completing the first one. So let's unfold it which it sure takes its time. There we go. And while it's unfolding, I'll actually get the course generated for this field. And we can send him on his way. And as you can see, we should be putting down some fertilizer. Beautiful. Now let's drop these soybeans off at the silo. Very nice. And we'll get this trailer put away under this cover here. Now the cloth is full, so let's head over with our trailer full of corn and get that unloaded before we start with the Deere Combine and get this field knocked out. This, I believe, will be our 4th load of corn. I mean, I could see this field yielding over 100,000 liters of corn at this rate, so I think we'll be past that 150 liter mark by quite a bit. Alright, load number 4 complete. Get out of the way and let's get in that Deere Combine. Alright, we're just going to go up this other side that the Closs Combine isn't going up. And what we'll do is we'll set some GPS markers here so we can just cruise along nice and easy. Look at that corn just getting chewed up. What a lovely sight to see. Wow, just from this one pass alone, we got 38% of our tank full, dude. This corn is yielding really well. You can see the planter working there in the distance. Sprayer's working. The Deere Combine's working. What a lovely July morning. And just so you guys know, recently I actually have started streaming on this YouTube channel here. I did one last night when you see this video goes out, and I'll be doing another one tonight at, I believe it starts at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're around, I'd love to see you there for those live streams. I haven't actually been playing either Elmcreek or No Man's Land. I've actually just started out Weimar, Canada map. So far, I'm enjoying it. I started out on new farmer mode and I'm only a couple hours into it. So if you want to see me progress through that map, make sure you check out my live streams, because I think my plan is to play those map on my live streams when I can. Whoops, ended up in the corn a little bit. Back out of here and pull to the side so we can unload. Now I think both of these combines are done right at the same time, so I'll get this Closs Combine done first. This will be load number 5. While the Closs Combine's unloading, I think I will get this sprayer over to the field, and I'll actually get it started right away. There's not too much left in this field, so I think we'll be able to get it wrapped up pretty much right away. I will have to move that cultivator out of the way though up ahead. And we'll start the sprayer. Again, doing these things with the tracks on the corn for some reason. Not sure why, but let's move this cultivator before we have any issues. Load number 5 from the Closs Combine is in the trailer and actually in some of the bed of the truck, but that's alright. We'll get the first load from the Deere Combine loaded into this trailer. And I think once we get this load unloaded, that'll be it for the Deere Combine for today, as this Closs one starts heading back. Pulling that second Deere Combine out really just sped this field along. We were able to get it down in no time. Now I will just stop the course here, take over controls myself, open our unload auger, drive over the trailer. And that's done. And just like that, harvest is done for this episode. Now we got to get our tools put away. You can see the planter's coming along nice. It looks like we ran out of fertilizer, so once we get these combines put away, I'll get that planter filled up with fertilizer, hopefully. If not, I'll just have to set the AI worker to buy it itself. So over 121,000 liters of corn from this field. That's a great harvest for today. I'm really happy with those results. And this will likely be the last corn that we harvest before we sell it off in January. So we'll look at what our total income is expected to be when we sell it off then. We can actually get this cultivator started on this field too now that the sprayer has made a bit of progress. And we'll let her free. Once we got these headlands done, I'll get the seeder out and we'll get planting some soybeans into this field. So our total corn comes up to 207,000 liters. which should bring us just under 300,000 if we sell it. That'll be a really good sale when the time comes. Alright, just putting away the second combine now. That's cleanup done for harvest. Let's get our Massey hooked up to our drill and over to the field ready to put some soybeans in. Now the cultivator is still finishing its headlands up, so I won't get this machine started just yet, but we'll just leave it to the side for now. I do need to get this planter filled with some seed though. Hopefully this time it'll work. Wish me luck. So we got fertilizer in, which wasn't the issue last time. Can we get seed? Still? Anything? Alright, no success, which means we're just gonna have to get the AI workers to buy it. It's a bit frustrating. Not sure why it's doing that, but it is what it is. I'll just get this tractor back over to where it was before it ran out of corn. AI worker refill seeds on. And now we can keep going with the rest of this field. Now, thinking about it, I probably didn't have to spray this field since I ran the cultivator. It's not a huge waste of money. Herbicide's not that expensive, so I can live with it. Alright, we can get this sprayer put away. Very nice. And we'll back the tractor back up into the shed. And I'll get this trailer put away. Alright, now that those machines are running and don't need my attention for a little bit, I do want to get my pigs actually moved over to the new pig pen that I purchased last episode. So we'll back the trailer up into this pen. I believe this trailer only holds 8 at a time. Which isn't great, but take what we can get. This is what we're dealing with for now. I think we have about 60 pigs, so this should take, wait, what, just under 8 loads? Alright, that's the first pen of pigs moved out of there first. And now let's get them moved into their brand new home. A much nicer home, a covered home I should say. They better thank me for this. They definitely won't. First load of the second pen in the trailer. Oh, they look so happy in their new home. Whoops, that wasn't part of the plan. And just like that, the 2 original pens are empty. Let's get these last pigs into the pen, and then we'll have a look at them in their new home. Back it up on in. Look at this guy. Just chilling. Guy's out, passed out. Nice. Oh, and they've even got some space back there where it's indoors. Can I open these doors actually? Oh, I can. That's sick. This one? I can open this one. Hi friends. How are my pigs? Alright. That's enough talking to the pigs. Now while I was moving those pigs over, cultivator got a good chunk of this field done, so we can get the seeder putting soybeans into this field right away. And it's saying only 60 minutes to get this field done, which is not bad at all. I'll be happy with that. Now let's get our livestock trailer put away, and let's get some feed into these pens before these pigs go hungry. I'll have to check to see if they need water. I know sometimes these higher end buildings don't require water, so let's have a look. If we look at this, it just requires straw and some food. So we don't have any straw at the moment. That's gonna have to be something we pull out of the barley, which means we're probably gonna need to get either a baler or a forage wagon. We do have a forage wagon, but I might look into baling at some point. Try it out. I haven't done it in quite a time, so see how much food we need. These guys doesn't tell me how much it can hold, so we'll start with 10,000 soybeans. Why not? This might be a bit too much, but we'll see. And these pigs will also produce a slurry, which they weren't producing before. We can set up a couple slurry silos and hold on to that until we have enough to fertilize with it. But let's dump our soybeans into here. And I just want to check. It seems to have over 20,000 capacity. So I'll add the rest of these soybeans into it. Now let's get some corn for these guys. I Thank God we have plenty of corn for these pigs. Alright, the pigs have been fed, and now I want to look at selling these two pens that we were using previously and possibly moving this mound here. But before I do that, I want to get this tractor and planter put away since it's done on this field here. And I'm not sure how much longer I'll be using this planter if I can't fill it up with seeds. It's just too expensive for the AI to be buying them, especially if I have multiple seeders running at once like I do now. Alright, tractor's been put away. Let's hop up into the air. So we're going to delete this big pen, sell it for 28,000, delete this one and sell it for 28,000, leaving us with 27,000. Now I think I'm going to hop back out of the sky and back onto the ground. I'm going to hide these trees and then I'm going to flatten out this mound here. Because as I mentioned, I do want to start making some real paths and laying out some proper fields, and this mound's kind of just a huge obstacle on the way to the farm, so let's get it flattened out. Alright, so it seems for some reason we can't get rid of some of these bumps. So what I'm going to do is try and make a little mound here that's a bit smaller, and then I'll put some trees up on it, or maybe just create a path through. We'll see. Bear with me. Okay, this was kind of the sort of the best I could get. I'm not the best at landscaping, so I think what I'm going to have to do is unfortunately reestablish this original path here, which means cutting out this field. And then I guess I can keep this field sort of the same shape, but I do want to clean it up a little bit around here and whatnot. So I'll get back to that once these fields have been harvested. It's going to have to be something I bear in mind, and hopefully these can be harvesting around the same time and I'm not wasting too many months just with empty fields. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. Already, cultivator has finished up, which means we can get it back to the shed and put away. We will just back it up into the shed here, nice and easy. There we go. And we can put away our tractor. Now, I just realized how much money I actually spent landscaping. Oh my lord, almost, what, over $200,000? Doesn't even look that nice. Thank God we don't have too many expenses until we can sell that corn off in January. Now all that's left to do is finish off this field of soybean, and then I think we'll be done for the episode. Alrighty, just 2 more passes to go. This guy's just zigzagging back and forth. Sweet. We are just about done. All the field work for this episode. So let's get this tractor and drill back to the sheds. Alrighty, drill's dropped off. Put the tractor away. And in fact, guys, that's where I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for checking out this episode. If you enjoyed it, let me know down below. I also did get a new microphone, so I'd like to get your guys' feedback and know if it sounded better in this video than it did in the last. Also, just to mention again, I'm going to be live streaming tonight around 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so if you're around, I'd love if you came and check it out, chat with me, see how I'm going down on Weimar, Canada. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit that subscribe if you want to see more, and don't be afraid to comment down below. Have a good one.